If you are doing business and you feel 100% comfortable, you are doing it wrong. It's true. It's Andrew Hellmich here from PhotoBizX. I'm just back from an interview, an in-person interview with PhotoBizX member James White. He recently moved to my local area, and I thought it'd be a great time to actually do an in-person interview because he was on an absolute high when I saw him and spoke to him a few weeks ago. I said, we've got to record an interview. In between the time that I saw him and today, he was on an absolute low. The wheels had fallen off. He was talking about giving up totally. He sounded like he was in a really bad place. And I said, look, we have to still record this interview because this is what a lot of photographers go through. So when we started talking today and we got into the interview, it turns out that things have taken a turn for the better for James. And he really was just in a bad place that particular day. He had a run of bad shoots, which he blamed himself for. He didn't qualify them well enough. And he also had some personal things going on. He had some big bills. So it just was not looking good. But he said something today that I've heard from my mastermind group members, and I've heard a lot inside the third-party marketing intensive program that I ran before Christmas. And what he said was, it's uncomfortable to do business properly. And it is so true. That is so, so true. If you are operating 100% within your comfort zone, then you are not pushing yourself enough. You could have a much better photography business if you were operating outside your comfort zone at least a little bit of the time. A perfect example from James today was the fact that he wasn't discussing pricing on the phone when qualifying his clients before a shoot, and these were free shoot giveaways. What he wasn't doing was saying what his regular clients spend on average at a shoot, and he wasn't discussing prices of his products and what people generally buy after a session. He was avoiding that because it was uncomfortable. He told me that as soon as he said things like that and he got past that feeling of being uncomfortable, the whole conversation changed. He was in control. He was setting the expectations. Everything changed. Another place I'm hearing this is around third-party marketing. Setting up a third-party marketing relationship with another business is scary. It's uncomfortable. And the whole idea of setting up a third-party marketing agreement is you are working or approaching another business to set up this agreement with. And the scary thing is you are setting yourself up for a no. You potentially are going to go in and ask for something and the person is going to say no to you. It's scary. I totally get that. It's like asking a girl out or a guy out when you were younger. It's like any form of rejection. It feels horrible as a human to be rejected. It's not a nice feeling. So we automatically do anything we can to avoid that rejection. But here's the thing. If you can get past that tiny bit of feeling uncomfortable, and it may be bigger than a tiny bit for you if you really do have a fear of that rejection, but if you can get past that, then you will have breakthroughs with your business. And I have proof of this because inside the third-party marketing intensive class that I ran, for every participant that actually approached a business, they all got yeses. Every single one of those photographers now has a third-party marketing partner that they're going to be setting up their promotion with. It absolutely works if you can just get past the idea of being rejected. It's exactly the same inside my mastermind group. There are 4 photographers in the group. 3 of them want to implement third-party marketing. One of them, I had to push and push her for week after week after week until she finally built up enough courage to go and see the physicians that she wanted to partner with because she's a newborn photographer. And guess what happened when she approached the first one? They said, absolutely, we love your work. We can't believe we can do this with you. She now has 4 marketing partners. That's unbelievable. And the funny thing is, the other 2 photographers in the group that want to implement this in the mastermind group, they have heard from the photographer that's had all this success and they are too scared. Well, I won't say scared. They are feeling that same fear to go and approach the businesses that they want to approach as well. They keep putting it off as well. It's built into our human psyche to avoid that rejection. And honestly, I've been through it too. Well, I've approached multiple businesses. I've actually had business owners say no to me when I've asked to partner with them. It's totally fine. I'm still here. I still have a business. I still am shooting. It won't kill you. I know it's scary, and I can tell you I was nervous. I don't know about physically shaking, but I was really nervous going in to see a physio, a local physiotherapist to me, to set up or present the idea of a third-party marketing strategy. And he was actually listening as I was trying to set up a meeting with him. I was talking to his receptionist, and the receptionist said, "Oh, I'll pass on the information." But he heard me selling the idea to the receptionist. He actually came out of his office and he said, "Hi," introduced himself. And he said, "Can you tell me a little bit about this?" I said, "Yeah, look, I'd love to. It'll only take 5 minutes." He listened, he was impressed with the idea, and he didn't turn me down on the spot. It was a very easy meeting to have because I presented my ideas, he listened. It was beneficial for both our businesses, so he had nothing to lose. But interestingly, he came back and said, "Look, I don't feel comfortable with this. It's not for me, but thanks anyway for thinking of me and coming to share the idea with me." Totally fine, not a problem. Do you know what I did? I left him once I heard back from him, forgot about approaching him again. I knew that it wasn't for him. I went and approached another physiotherapist, and guess what? They said, "Yes, absolutely, we'll do this with you." It's the same for anyone that pushes past that discomfort zone. If you are feeling discomfort, if you're worried about some kind of rejection, if you are wanting to build your business, your photography business, then just get past that feeling. Just take the next step. So for me, outside the physiotherapist studio, I was in my car. All I had to do was open the door and get out. That was the step I had to get past. Once I'd opened the door and I was out of the car, that was it. I just had to walk to the front door. Once I got to the front door, I just had to open the door. And there becomes a point where you are past the point of no return and you're in the moment. You're doing it. It's happening. James is finding exactly the same thing. He shares more about that in an upcoming interview on the podcast. My mastermind members, they are going to get pushed until they go and take that leap, get past that fear of rejection. And I'm excited for the third-party marketing class that I've just put on because I know those photographers now have a promo moving forward for 2019. If you want to put something into action and you feel discomfort, just do your best to get past it. Make the first step and get past it, and you will take your business to new heights. I can promise you it's not meant to feel comfortable all the way. If you feel comfortable, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. All right, it's Andrew here from PhotoBizX. I hope this has been helpful. If you can use this information, fantastic. If you've got a question about it, let me know. And if you know another photographer that could use this for themselves, I'd love for you to pass it on. All right, take it easy. Have a great day. Bye for now.